We are in the midst of Mercury retrograde, so I think that these card pulls can be really supportive in helping us have a little bit of awareness as to what this current energy is bringing to the forefront of our awareness. So I'm going to start with Moonology, which is a deck by Yasmin Boland. And this deck is really special for those astrology enthusiasts like myself and perhaps you, because this deck contains a card for each phase of the moon. So new versus full or first quarter. It also contains a card for every new moon. So new moon in Aries, new moon in Taurus, but also every full moon. So full moon in Libra, full moon in Scorpio. And I think it's really helpful to work with this deck when it comes to anything astrological. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the collective energy into the deck. And we are asking for guidance for this current moment, allowing spirit to flow through me so that we may receive a message that will help us to move forward with grace and ease. Okay, 2 cards. Sometimes they like to go all the way onto the ground. Got it. So we have Wild. The new moon in Aries card says it's time to take action, but also the full moon in Aries card. A fiery climax approaches. I mean, whoa. So let's go to the little book and see what these cards have to say. New moon in Aries. The flame is lit. A wonderful new start beckons, and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superbly positive sign if there is something you want to happen in your life. Take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is the time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you're on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for, but the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavor you're asking about. The caution, don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge towards your goals. You'll create much better karma for yourself. Attuned to the moon, don't even think about giving up. Additional meanings for this card. Do your best and be happy with that. Avoid being brash right now. You need a 12-month plan. A new male is coming into your life. The teaching of the card says Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so the new moon in Aries is the first of the 12 or 13 new moons of the year. If you're committed to working with all the lunations, then the new moon in Aries is the right time to start, and drawing this card, no matter when you do it, signifies it's also the ideal time to start your moon work, such as setting intentions. Okay, so setting intentions, don't think about giving up. What you're thinking about is coming to light, but also have a plan. Realize that you're just at the beginning stages. Okay. Now, pulling the full moon in Aries card is so much more climactic, so let's read about that. It's time to see if you've been a little too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. So the statement attuned to the moon for this card says, be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card. Being assertive is good, just don't ride roughshod over anyone. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby, sorry, but this could be the issue. You need to have more fun. the teaching. The full moon in Aries is a super fiery time when emotions can run very high. On the upside, there's excitement about what may lie ahead, but tempers are likely to flare with rash comments or decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to a peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. There could be a price to pay if you have been too competitive or too blunt. I think these messages are so great with Mercury retrograde as well, right? So really believe in what you're manifesting right now. Recognize that you're starting. You need to be patient. Pay attention to the ways in which you are really headstrong or too competitive in nature, but do not give up. You're onto something really powerful and good. All right, I'm going to pull a card out of Shapeshifter, which is a deck here that's similar to a traditional tarot deck, but it's a little bit unique in its artwork. So it's by DJ Conway and Serona Knight, but the illustrations are by Lisa Hunt. And so moving away from an oracle deck into a tarot deck to see what message Spirit has for us, for the collective, for this current moment. This deck works with me real fast. The Air Element Wands card, number 11, Seeker of Air. Okay, so we had fire for sure here. Now we have air. Both are yang. Okay, so both are extroverted energies. So let's find this beautiful card. And I do love the illustration so much. Cleodna is her name. Okay. The key words for the card: direction, flow, liberated spirit. The Seeker of Air card represents the polarities of light and darkness as embodied by one of the most ancient goddesses of the Tuatha De Danann, the swift and sleek bird goddess Cleodna. In old Irish mythology, she's the daughter of Gaban, chief druid to the Lord of the Sea, Manannan Mac Lir. She and her true love, Siabhan, traveled to the south shores of Ireland, and when they arrived, Siabhan left Cleodna, waiting in the Curragh and Luchna, one of the Munana's musicians who had accompanied them. Luchna played music that put Cleodna to sleep, and while she slept, a huge wave rolled over the boat, drowned her, and swept her away. To this day, the 9th wave is Cleodna's wave. She is known as a fairy queen of southwest Ireland and rules over the sacred hill in Cork known as Carrig. Part woman and part seagull, messenger of the gods, she is a young aspect of the dark goddess and is said to be the most shapely woman ever seen when she assumes human form. As a shape-shifting seagull woman, she appears with fair hair and pale white skin, and her hands are those of a powerful seabird. When human, Cleodna has dark hair and eyes and wears a hooded cape of many colored feathers: russet, gold, green, white, and blue. Sacred to the fairies, a green hawthorn branch weaves along one side of the Seeker of Air, and a pool of cosmic light or manifest energy shimmers at her feet. So the prophecy with this card: the Seeker of Air represents the eternal messenger. Pay close attention to a young person with a message for you. A card of pioneering adventures. You may find yourself doing new things without fear or hesitation. Move past internal and external blocks in your life and wash yourself clean so you can start anew. A time of renewal and beginnings, it is essential to listen to your inner voice and move in the direction it leads you. The Seeker of Air touches the free and liberated spirit within. You may find yourself feeling totally exposed as you have nothing left to fear. If you do not allow yourself to fly free, you may find yourself tethered to a lifestyle, career, or relationship that you don't care for. Okay, while this is air energy, these are all messages that are encouraging us to listen to our internal voice and to be brave and to take action now, right? So really allow yourself some space and time to feel into what is alive for you right now and listen to your own voice. Really tune into your core. Really recognize what is your truth, okay? And then move forward in a way that is still kind and authentic, right? But do not hesitate. The time is now. Take care.